Every now and then you come across a watch that makes you stare at it for a little too long. Sometimes you can't quite put your finger on why, but it's caught your attention and now you are focused on nothing else. I've been into watches for many years now, but rarely do I have to stop and marvel at the beauty of something. The C1 Moonphase isn't Christopher Ward's first Moonphase watch. They've actually produced two prior to this, the C9 Moonphase and the C1 Moonglow. Now these two watches are respectable in their own right, but I think the C1 Moonphase propels itself into its own unique category. So let's find out why. The first thing you see and the last thing you'll remember is this gorgeous midnight blue dial. The dial is made of Aventurine, a translucent glass invented on the island of Murano, Venice in the 18th century. The story goes that a glassmaker in Venice accidentally poured copper filings into molten glass, creating a decorative glass with flakes. This is where things can get confusing. Natural Aventurine is actually a rock and has been used in jewellery for thousands of years. The Aventurine we see in watches, however, is the 18th century glass I mentioned earlier. They just called it the same thing to confuse us. Aventurine is known for playing with the light, as it were, allowing the reflective copper oxide flakes to dance and shimmer, making it ideal for an eye-catching watch dial. You'll notice Christopher Ward have made some bold choices here as to the complexity of the dial, or lack thereof. It is completely unmarked, apart from the text Swiss made at the 6 o'clock position. I think it's fairly obvious why they did this, so we can truly appreciate the experience this dial offers up. The other thing you can't miss are the two large 3D moons, which are in constant rotation. The moons are cleverly painted with lume, which resembles the faint glow of the real thing in the night sky. The thin polished handset makes sure to not take away from the dial, but at the same time adds a nice touch of class. The 40.5mm stainless steel case benefits from brushed finishing for the most part, and polished surfaces on certain edges to enhance the elegance of this timepiece. The anti-reflective boxed sapphire crystal allows in as much light as possible, whilst retaining a respectable thickness of 13.3mm. On the side of the watch is Christopher Ward's twin flag motif, engraved on the push-down crown. This watch we have here is the strap version, which is made of fine Italian leather. It's comfy, looks great, and feels extremely premium. For a little bit more, you can get the 5-link bracelet, which gives it a bit of a dressier feel. This is one of those watches though that doesn't really scream for the bracelet, and I suspect the dial draws too much attention for anyone to care. Christopher Ward uses the caliber JJ04, their in-house Moonphase movement, which is a modified Sellita SW220. They've removed some parts and then added some more of their own. The result is a smooth perpetual action that sees the moon arc across the dial. This movement comes with 38 hours of power reserve, and if kept wound will remain accurate to a day every 128 years. The movement can be seen through an exhibition caseback, including a decorated black rotor indicating the dark side of the moon. If you wanted to buy this watch right now, it would cost $2,325 or £1,995, which I think we can all agree is extremely good value for money. If you're someone like me that has always had an affinity for space and astronomy, then picking up this watch won't be a hard decision to make. Handling this watch was an experience for me. The watch really connected to me in a profound way, and it really just made me very happy. There's something about this watch, and I just can't put my finger on it. It has a charm to it, a magic. When you put this on and you wear this watch, you do really feel something quite special. Christopher Ward have struck gold with a few of its recent releases, and it's really important to recognise how hard this is to achieve. They are a microband that grew up in a sense, and their success is based around producing watches that really speak to watch lovers. The C1 Moonphase is a watch that represents a brand in the process of maturing and scaling up. And I'm hoping they will be able to maintain their quality and focus as they continue to do this. Who are we kidding? I'm confident they will. What do you think about this timepiece? Are you as starstruck as me? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to help the channel, and I will see you next time.